so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! 21.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
on 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo now. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. 180! I'm going to run you over. Kill. And turn it up. Shift.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Sidesteps him at the 35. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Rush in. Check out Humphrey. He's coming. We got double up. 11.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
White. Hey, Haywood. 27 Lock.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Let's go. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180. You remember me. Let's go, baby. 12. 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Alex Anzalone, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Omaha.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Toss play, Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Able to find Harris, complete. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check Mike 54.
Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
4 down, 4 down. Check 37, check 37.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Turn up. Kill.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's brought in by Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Breaks through the contact. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Hill looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Thomas, the intended target. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
21. Here we go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
11.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 6 of 10 of this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike 56. It's just me and you. Five. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey. 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play fake. Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action now. Bridgewater. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. He's 70 56. Wait. I can't believe they even let you play.
Running with Kamara. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. They run. It's Kamara. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 11 yards there, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Murray, running right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the I. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watch the screen. 13.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is Cook with the ground. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying the right side. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 8 yards out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go. Black 80!
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Tevin Coleman, 78 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Hey, check. Center. Slip. Extreme. Watch twins.
Now Kamara. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's got some space here. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
At the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Low, Mike 56, Mike 56.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready. Hey, no. Check 56. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 3rd down, Murray. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And this is Selleck here with a grab. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, alert! 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 Max 22, Max 22. Bravo! Yo, 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 yo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Alex Anzalone. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers,